What's up, good people? All right, let's talk about labels, projections, and manifestations today. Um, when I was younger, I definitely was an odd kid, I guess. I didn't know at the time, but I had a lot of visions, not visions, but I would see things. I would see pictures were moving. I would see orbs and different things in the ceiling, especially in the corners. A lot of the corners, they would flow to or from the corners of each room. The nighttime would have waking dreams. I would just see like arms coming behind the shades, weird stuff like that. I did a lot of sleepwalking, as well. And but I grew out of it and I had some experiences when I was younger that I don't want to talk about, but they kind of help shape you during over your lifetime. And you have to deal with that at some point. And it's hard. But when you look back, you realize that all these little things that you pushed away or didn't think were that big of a deal. Everyone goes through stuff that they actually affect you, and got to deal with it to move on to a better path going forward. Be that as it may. So I remember I was in high school, and a freshman, big eyes, new place, just trying to make a name for myself and do good, trying to make the sports teams and kind of get out of the shadow of my older brother. And I remember at one point in time, I started scribbling inside the desk, like, my name is going to be a rising star. Like Brian is going to be a rising star. I'd even draw a little star. Every desk I would do that. And I didn't have no clue what I was doing then. I didn't read this in a book. Wasn't told about, visualizing and all that stuff. I just did it for some dumb reason. Well, it worked. It actually worked. I mean, I kind of did start to build, a name for myself. And but it didn't last long. Well, it lasted longer, but the good part didn't last long. It wasn't too long after that that a teammate of mine, another person in my school started. I remember he started to label me shady. He said that, I was a shady person. He was laughing about it, but he's like, you're shady, you can do. I don't know about you, right? Like he would drop these things. And at the time I didn't know it, but looking back, I mean, that son of a bitch put a spell on me, man. He 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 probably didn't know about it. Maybe he was being directed from up above, but my light was shining bright, and he cast a black shadow on that because that label that he gave me, I won't say embraced it, but it like I said, it stuck to me. And surely, over the years, I started changing from, a rising star to, infamous, if you will, right? I mean, I was getting into trouble, bad things would happen to me, wrong place, wrong time. Um, Scouts would come to a game to see me, and I would act up, maybe do something I shouldn't have done. It all came kind of tumbling down, really, basically. And it carried on from there a little longer into my 20s, early 20s as well. But the bottom line is labels are real. You have to fight against them. You have to be aware of them to even know that they exist and they have power, you know, and correct them. I wish someone told me that when I was young. At that time I could have really used some advice. So if anyone sees this later down the road or my children, it's real. Keep yourself to yourself about yourself and never ever let anyone tell you anything different. Uh, unless it's that you're going to be amazing and are amazing. Other than that, short of that, don't listen to anyone's crap. So I don't know. I figured that was important because it happens as adults as well. You're labeled a certain way if you don't do a certain thing. Do you not do what all the other parents are doing? Do you not drive the cars that all the other parents are driving? Do you not go to the same school? Do you homeschool? Do you not get your kids, vaccinated every 6 months or whatever it might be, right? Whatever it might be. you got to fight for that. You got to fight for yourself and your autonomy, and don't succumb to the stupid crowd.